Hey, how y'all doing today? I want you to go get a pen. Because we next level, we ended that last chapter. We're actually going to a whole other realm. In this particular realm that we're going into, mm, let me clear my throat. This particular realm that we're going into is basically to give you a background, a foundation, so you can proceed and be assured, ensure, inside the root, the energy that you be. We will start off, I will start off by reading to you. And as I read to you, basically you will get a better, brighter, because the English, it was so shrewdly put together. What it entails is entails that everybody come together from the, what they call the, biblically, when I say biblically, written in the Bible, is basically the tribe, the 12 tribes of the Canaanites. And from that time, they have spread and have different sub-tribes. They have invaded lands coming out of the mountains as like caveman activity, and have raped and killed and maimed. And then they got the way from their children that were melanated, that were called mulattoes, to do other things and to have a certain intellect as they was evolving to it, an intellect that was supposed to be guided towards the purpose of their existence. There's many types of people on the planet. This planet is still used as a recreational planet in the galaxy, and those who have been dumbed down to the level of an animal, which they say a mammal, which they say mammy or mommy or mother, those do not have the intelligence to see, because they are in what we call entrapment. So I want you to close your eyes, find yourself a nice place, cut the lights off. I want you to meditate with me as we do meditation and learning. There are different types of meditation. One is walking meditation, one is sitting meditation. The other one is meditation in motion, where you wave your arms and do exercises. All this is meditation. This type right now is basically a meditation of the brain to activate your individual brain. So your brain will be able to jumpstart. I am the SP to the ARK that represents spark. There was others that were sent out, and for what they did, we call them a dud, because they didn't do what they do. But being that I was first to come and first to get back, first to analyze, there is still hope for those who went off course, as you will see in my writings. As I proceed to read to you, it goes all the way back in time before many of you were born. And I will read as much as I possibly can at this sitting, because I want you to get the quality of what I'm reading. not the quantity. You will find out once you begin to gravitate over to this voice, which is called sound healing, as we refer to in the writings as Wadafa. I began in the year 2 after my observation, returning back 3 months and meeting the inhabitants on earth all over again to share, to enlight, put in the light so they can deal with this creation. So it says, the president, New School, direct, nor man, Wadi. It says, from President New School, direct, nor, which means the light, and Wadi, commander and chief of Hua, which represent global love. Hua is 2 words, Hu, H-U, which represents the energy that we call Hayat, which represents the life or the etheric. And the word Hua, the Wa, is the joining. It is represented numerically as 6 and 9. 6 because after 5 comes 6, then it comes the completeness, then it goes into 8, which is eternal, coming back. And then it goes back to the 9 to represent the beginning of the 0 and the 1 on this physical plane. When we talk about the physical plane, we're talking about from the heavens and the connection to the earth. The heavens was always connected to the earth. And now we begin. So I want you to meditate and just chill and relax. It says before we can put down a cleansing of love, there are many facts that must come into the light of these days. For many long, or for so long, many have settled for misinformation and lies. These lies brought about the many versions of what we call living today. Your true purpose as the children of the Elohim, we made it easier and clearer, and we say now, etheric Ethiopians. But the book says your true purpose as the children of the Elohim will not come to the light if you do not have the truth of what happened in your beginning. Names have been changed by those who have never guessed that we have been here on earth in flesh for many years. We have always left someone here with knowing far greater more than the rest. This is where they get their concept of their Superman and their ideas of superiority. We are your way out of this misinformed society that only deals with you for the work you can do, which is called usury. It is your time to learn and earn your way back home. So we begin this by saying Hotep wa Ashug. And Hotep Wa Ashok means love. And we start off with the love and say Hua. My Etherian brothers and sisters, to all the children, hold on to the rope of faith with the continued of good works. First, I would like to say peace and love, Hotep Wa Ashok, to all those who still continue to stay alert and process in this part of the world. As many of you know that you were once blind to the truth of your full potential. Today, many of you, as I am proud to say, have woken up to learn this degree of learning that you have in your hands is about family. At first, I must relate to you that family is not the best word we can use. The word tribe is a better word and has more responsibilities. Tribal unity brings in truth and love. To fill the voids that is needed in our daily lives. One void is that we have to stand up today and be men. Today, as a man thinks that paying the rent is the best thing that they can do, men think that paying the rent is the only responsibility around the house. Sports, television, games, and friends are more important than the tribe that he has. His wife, or should I say his mate, is left with all the responsibilities of taking care of the house and the children. She, the wife or the girlfriend, is tricked in doing what he should do. He tricks her with small gifts from the store, or she is fooled by the so-called love that he gives in bed. Well, the stroking in the bed is not love. There are 12 forms of love, and I will not tell you now because many of you will run, abuse it, and keep on going. This man-child that calls himself a man does not know who he truly is and his responsibility because he does not know what is proper. If we look in the book of instructions called the Bible, it tells a man that he is head of the house. Now, if you are head of the house, you should know everything about the household chores. You should know about dieting, nutritional value of the foods that you consume. You should know about the hygiene and being in a state of cleanliness. We should all learn that cleanliness is next to the most high, and they are the workers of love and peace. Now we have this brother like no other who think that he's the head of the family. He gives to his family no direction of spiritual matters and has left his family to work and become slaves to the children of the first slavery system. The monies that are made by his loin is great, is gathered by the energy that his tribes makes or scattered back into the foot of the children of the damned. The reason for working for another tribe of people have not been explained to his children because many of them do not know and never took the time to learn. So his children or riding in cars that are expensive because they think that this is the proper procedure for being free. Now the dad or the father does not have anything to say about what they do and how they are to move on the planet Earth because he did not take time to learn with himself. He did not take time to learn with his children the answers to the many traps that you call problems. Being the man of the house comes with the responsibility, the response to be able to find out the route that your children and yourself is going to take. Proper planning will ensure the safe route for you and your offspring. So now that you are a father of your family and you are the provider of the food that they eat, you're a provider of the clothes that they wear, you are the provider of the house or the apartment that you live in, that is not enough. You must provide a plan for their continued safety in America and abroad. You must relink your family with their great heritage and the knowledge that make us great. You must gather information that feeds your family the many methods so they can become the providers for themselves when they grow. Now, I'm not mad at you for not knowing because I am good at what I do. But I am angry at all those who do not want to learn what is right and how to become self-sustained. I state peace and love. This universe shall now take place on earth. It was decided that we would teach the planet Elohim first and then the world. So I begin to raise your latent energies. Do what is right for those around you. Who am I? I am the master teacher. I am the visible but not accessible to those who are not in my inner circle. So as I begin to raise your latent energies, do what is right for those around you. I have been taught by the great masters to give you and your family a full round procedure of living in America. These facts that I teach is to assure your safe passage into the new future. This new future is not like others. It will be more science and technology. From biotechnology to solar energy, you as a earthly people has advanced into another area of this world. So I am visible to some, and others will not be able to see me without the aid of technology. I come to teach you the science of the many things that your leaders prayed for. I am here to shine and to judge this nation and those who are on this planet Earth. You may want to call it drama, but it is fact, is the judgment that was spoken in all your writings, your spiritual writings. I am who I am, the new teacher, the master of masters, who will keep the 144,000 new masters in the best form of productivity that we can be. So all who sit around the house, sit back and enjoy the rest of your sorry life, for the truth is here, and we are not letting anyone get left back. Those of my parents and ability will learn to do more. Those who are sick will learn to be well. Those who are locked up, we will review their cases one by one and see if justice was served or was a railroad into a world of hell. So as we return to those who are shut in and give them the ability to deal with this new life of love and understanding for all humanity, As I teach the world of the many mistakes, misdeeds, and proper attitudes that they had for the last 500 years, there is an answer and a method to all the things and situations that surround us. It's a fact that there are too many people locked up in jails and mental institutions. We will now find out if it was their own fault or the fault of a trap that they fell into. You see, the word oppression and depression has a lot to do of what's going on in certain areas of this country, United States of America. We shall show you how to turn on your mental ability and use the power of the love of Jesus Christ to unlock the oppression of this government and any other governments around the world. All those who are in authority must now be looked at with great concern. Are those in present positions throughout the United States of America worthy to hold the position that they took an oath towards? Are they or there any backup systems that to make them do what is right by the letter of God's law? Does God law and man law add on to truthful living? The power over the masses of our people is a responsibility for us and not those of other races. Those of you in the position of holding a religious ceremony in the community need to address the issues of where our congregation is working and the amount of money they are spending on areas that are not productive for the kingdom of the heavens. You must address the areas of concern of all those corporations who merge with demonic movies and games of chance that is reflecting the community that you are in. You must concern yourself with the amount of each corporation and the monies that are returning back to the communities and the health and welfare of each person in your congregation. There is a responsibility in being a shepherd. A shepherd for the people. You cannot just get the monetary benefits and continue that you are guiding your congregation. If you are a minister, a reverend, a pastor, or any other name of authority, you are a minister, a reverend, a pastor, or any other name of authority. You are living a sacrifice for those who you are under. You are a servant and a slave of the word that you say gave you the calling. As the spirit of truth come in your neighborhood, you best to be on point in the working that you claim to do. This is not a threat. This is a reality of what is. There will be no more of you sick, pork chop eating, brimstone and fire preaching clowns who think that you will continue to take the minds and the money of our royal nation.